Alright, we rolling. What's up, Brad? Nah.
Man, Rollin, word.
Yeah. My dog,
Good, man.
how you feeling?
Man, I'm nutty, man. I can't complain, man. Shoot, I'm off work, and relaxing. I'm chilling, watching Top Boy, man.
Yeah, we taking 40s to the head.
Oh, yeah.
What is this?
All day. I'm drinking the Steely. You know, I gotta go old school, bro. You know how I get down, dog. You remember the 211, dog?
Yeah, you got your steel boy.
I had to go old school real quick, man.
Shit, I ain't mad at you. That's too hard on my stomach, man. I gotta deal with I'm dealing with a little twisted tea. Little twisted tea.
Yeah, I feel that. No, that's the crazy, because that's the opposite. Like anything, like them sweet, like the twisted tea or the Smirnoff ices and all that. Them joints mess me up too, because they just too sweet, man. It's a lot of sugar in it already.
I be trying, bro. I be trying to mix up the dabble, a bit. I try to do a bit with the beer. Then I get a beer belly the next day. The twisted tea is a little bit, a little sweeter on my side, bro. But yeah, bro. This is if y'all don't know, I'm actually on the first ever episode with my brother, man. This is I don't know, bro. If you good with this episode, the title, if you want to call it the Rags on Wrestling or Rags to Wrestling, how would you want to call this?
And we gonna come up with something. I already know something like that. We'll probably call it the 3 count.
The 3 count?
3 count real quick, but yeah, we'll
I
call it
fuck
the 3
with
count.
I fuck with that.
Call it the 3 count.
Well, shit, welcome to the 3 count. I'm Silver. That's my brother over there, Saint. You feel me?
Thank you for having me. First off, foremost, real quick, go ahead and get
What you mean? This your show, nigga. This your show too.
Yeah, I would just go ahead. Let me just like introduce myself a little bit real quick. Yeah, like you said, I'm saying I'm his older brother. One of many older brothers, or if you would like to say, but I'm his older brother, his blood brother. We grew up together. And this man done in the dirt and played ball. We done broke ankles together and all kind of other shit under the sun.
Hella ankles.
But that's my road dog. That's my ace. That's my first best friend in the world. On the other side of that camera, that boy right there, my man's making big moves. I already know. Y'all already know. I'm new to the world, but he already making big moves in the thing.
Well, shit. Hey, before
I'm trying to get my feet wet.
Hey.
I'm just trying to get my toes in this thing.
Thank you for the flowers, but thank you, brother. I appreciate you, bro. But they can't see us, bro. They can only hear us. We ain't got the budget like that for us to see us yet.
Oh yeah, we ain't got no budget like that.
Yeah, we ain't got the budget yet. They can hear us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They gonna see us, but they can hear us.
Yeah.
Like I said, welcome to the 3 count. We just trying to do something a little different, man. Everybody, in the podcast game right now, like I said, my brother for one, he been doing this thing. How long you been doing this again, bro?
About 3 years, man.
See, 3 years. So the pandemic been good to a couple niggas, so
Yeah, man.
He took advantage of it and he ran with it and he ain't never looked back. So, we here, we back, or we back times 2 now, you getting a double dose.
Yeah.
Of the Rag Brothers. So just sit back. We gonna try to take you down memory lane a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Jog your memory. We gonna throw facts at y'all left and right. This is gonna be for the real deal wrestling fanatics out there that still, you might not watch it, but you gonna keep up with it, or you go back and watch old school episodes.
Yup.
Me and my brother do.
Yup.
Now we talk about it. So this is just us kind of welcoming y'all into our world. Every now and then, a couple days out the week, how we, see fit to do it. But other than that, sit back, relax and stay tuned, Sterling. You wanna add something to this? I just wanted to introduce myself.
You did a great job. You acting like you not a rookie, bro. You did a great job to the introduction. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Shit, ain't none of this shit scripted. So shit, I ain't
none of it.
None of this shit.
We just ain't. I don't even have. And I told you I got the book. I got a book where I've been keeping my facts and everything.
Of course you come with notes.
I'm just like, I'm gonna freestyle this shit tonight. I'm gonna pull low end move. My dog
Yeah.
dinosaur in the game, but you niggas still acting prehistoric. So let's go ahead and do this. You know?
That's the best. Hey, that's the best way to make content, bro. Just be yourself. It don't have to be scripted. And honestly, bro, this is a dream come true.
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
This is a dream come true, man. To be able to have a show with my brother, man. To talk about the shit that we actually had.
Yeah, man.
You know.
We just gonna sit back. Like I said, we gonna sit back and relax and enjoy. We gonna enjoy each other's memories, like how we always be sitting here and doing.
Yeah, man.
Some big moments, you know, like I'm kind of getting ahead of myself a little bit.
Go ahead. Go into it.
And there's some big moments that happened in the last few days in the wrestling world for real though.
Talk your shit. Go into it, bro. Cause I was going into it. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. Look, if y'all don't know what he's talking about, man, yes, we're gonna go ahead and let y'all know, get into the podcast game. Today is the 5th of April, Tuesday, 2022. And this is the very first episode of the Rags to Wrestling podcast with Saint and Silva. Saint and Silva is in your ears right now, talking y'all about everything great that going on in the 90s era of wrestling to even today's time, even though we might not watch it as much, but we still know a little bit here and there. But yeah, bro, like my brother was saying, man, this past weekend was some fucking great moments, bro. That I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, I did write some shit down. And I'm gonna be for real. The only reason why I wrote some shit down is because I didn't want to forget this. Like I watched, yeah, bro, I watched WrestleMania 38 this morning.
I was gonna watch it.
Okay.
At some point, this weekend.
Yeah.
You know, we had NCAA on.
Bruh.
Sidebar, real fast to my fans out there.
Bruh.
If you watch basketball, if you don't, but you know one of the biggest rivalries happened in sports entertainment and sports history.
The rivalry.
In NCAA, man. And the one rivalry, man. Duke and North Carolina duked it out. We beat them 2 times to get to.
We beat them, bro.
We beat Duke out, but we lost to Kansas.
Yeah.
In the final run in
Yeah.
the NCAA National Championship. So shout out to Kansas, though. Hey, real fast. Shout out to Kansas. Shout out to everybody out there. Ochai Abazi. I hope I said his name right, but boy, that boy is a baller.
He a beast, bruh.
Boy, he's a baller.
We couldn't stop him.
That boy's a baller. But I'm going to definitely have to give kudos to that whole squad. My boy, hey.
Ballcock?
Did you realize that damn Cameron Johnson, little brother, was playing last night? I didn't even know he was playing. I've been calling him Cameron all night last night.
What?
Them boys look exactly alike. Yes, they look exactly alike, bro.
I ain't thought that was him.
Hey, his little brother name is Puffy. Them boys call him
Puffy.
His little brother name Puffy. They look exactly alike, dog. Look them boy up when you get a chance, man. Cam and Puff.
I think I know who you're talking about.
He got like three or four brothers. It's like 4 brothers, all of them. But Cam was the oldest. And he's been on the 2017 team that won the national championship.
Word. Okay. Yeah.
Carolina, yeah.
Nah, but facts, bro.
Yeah.
An amazing weekend. You good?
Amazing weekend, just a sports period, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm just a fan of
Sports
in general. But when it comes to wrestling, which we gonna get back on the topic of, this is the one thing that has always kind of stayed constant in my life. You know, no matter where I've been at in the world, I've always been kind of into the wrestling world somehow, some way. So
Well, let's go into that real quick, bro. Hold on, cause let's get the people a backstory of who we actually are, man. Like this is the first episode, so we gotta do like the pilot episode, let people know who we are. Like we grew up in Charleston, South Carolina. You know, a single mother household. It was literally our siblings, me, my brother, my sister, was legit all we had. You know, so when mom had to work or when mom was doing her thing, it was us and homework, after homework, outside the TV. And TV, you know.
On Mondays and Fridays. No, wait.
Monday and Thursday. Monday and Thursday is when it started out. Wrestling was in the house.
Mondays and Thursdays. That was our days, bro. Mondays and Thursdays, dog.
Yeah, man.
TV.
We had control of the remote.
That's what I'm saying. We had a negotiation out with Granny D.
Yep.
see.
Rest in peace, B-Rag.
Be like, listen, the TV is kind of like ours on Monday and Friday or Thursday, so you know, like.
Before SmackDown went to the CW and became Friday Night SmackDown, for the young people, there was a thing called Thursday Night SmackDown on UPN before it came on Friday nights. We had Thursday Night SmackDown, and that's legit. And bro, true story. You wanna know the reason why SmackDown ended up coming on coming on Friday night? I looked this up.
Oh yeah, I never really knew what happened.
Everybody hates Chris. And how ironic that last week Chris gets slapped upside his head by Will Smith. And that's one reason why a lot of people don't like him now. But one of the main reasons why I never could have stand Chris Rock to this day, other than him not being that funny to me, is because he took SmackDown off of Thursday nights. If you remember, bro, Everybody Hates Chris was premiered on UPN, and they ended up taking SmackDown off UPN and putting it on CW for Friday nights, because UPN ended up changing to the CW, bruh, and they couldn't have all those shows on Thursday.
And they couldn't have all the shows on because they were starting to go through a whole lot of brand rechanging. So that does make a lot of sense. So yeah, you know, I mean, regardless,
fuck
I
Chris.
didn't want to touch that subject. I was gonna wait for the end. We was gonna throw some random shit in at the end, but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say my 2 cents. Don't really give a fuck about who punched who or who slapped who, you know? But if they ain't involved with not having no tights on and they ain't in the 4 ropes, so if you're just going like punch him back, then sorry, bro. Like, Chris, like you say, bro. Like you say, bro. Hey, sorry, it is what it is. Nigga, you got slapped at the end of the day and you ain't did shit about it. So, hey, sorry, bro. Hey, I have no sympathy for you.
Hey, look, we gonna have a whole nother discussion about that. And I feel like, yeah, bro. But honestly, just to sum it up, we always had that bond over wrestling. My big bro put me on to wrestling at a young age. I remember me being the younger brother. By 4 years, I had to go to sleep at a certain time. So my brother, he had the luxury to stay up longer than I did. So whenever it comes to those Thursday nights or those Monday nights, when you know it's a school night, he could stay up till like 10 or 11 o'clock. He could see the whole show. You know what I mean? He'll see the whole show, right? And then the next day, he'll legit tell me, like a big bro would, like, hey, bro, this what happened on SmackDown. Legit tell me the whole rundown and shit while I was sleeping.
You know what, Sterling? That's crazy because I feel like this is what's crazy. Wrestling is another big part of my life. Wrestling kind of helped me. If you think about it, y'all always say, you know, the family always say, I'm very forgetful and I feel a lot of stuff. But the one thing that I haven't forgotten and use a photographic memory with is wrestling, bro. Like, I can tap into my mind and go right back and be like, oh, this is this moment. Yep. That moment when this happened.
Yeah.
Oh, so, like, you know, it's crazy that wrestling actually helped me develop a skill that I still kind of use now at my job now, but that's another story too. We back to wrestling. We doing right next.
Oh no, bro, trust me. In this world of podcasting, bro, it's not but story time. So you tell your stories. I swear, bro, you tell your stories because people gotta know who you are.
That's right, and you said this is the introduction episode, though. So a little bit more about me too, though. You know, like Server said, like. I'm kind of like the segue, the monolith to all this to him, to why he has the passion of wrestling too, you know. So that's why we kind of are passionate together with, you know, our love of wrestling and why we want to, you know, just kind of share that with the world, you know. And I mean, I know like it's not to me, it's not going to be one of them things that's just going to completely die out because obviously we see it's still a very.
It would never die. It would never die, bro.
Oh my God. If you really want to get real and technical about it for real, we can definitely date wrestling, be real southern with it. We take wrestling all the way back to the Roman days, man, the Greco-Roman days, Greco-Roman wrestling and everything like that, man. Like wrestling is a legit thing that the universe has been doing for years. So like, you know, like it's not gonna go nowhere for real. People do it all around the world. There's different styles of wrestling all around the world. No matter what it is, you know, it could be entertainment or it could be real, it could be competitive and all that. And I'm definitely into that. And ironically, which is crazy, the guy that I worked with side by side, he was a collegiate wrestler, right?
Word. See?
Yes, and he does tell me stories about guys that he done wrestle with, that's going on and did things in the NCAA, they done wrestled for like Minnesota, because you know Minnesota had a solid wrestling team for years. Like them boys in Minnesota and Wisconsin, Ohio State, even all of them boys.
Them boys that wrestle Brock Lesnar.
They big, you know, they big in the Midwest. Brock Lesnar, all that, they big.
Kurt Angle, the Midwest region.
I didn't realize how big wrestling is out here in the West Coast, mainly up in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh yeah.
Wrestling is a big thing up here, Sterling, bro. Like collegiate wrestling, dog. Collegiate wrestling up here and high school wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Is like crazy up here. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a place that I drive by every day when I go to work. I think if I gotta ask Dad about it. He was telling me about it. It's an old amateur wrestling building that I think still got the ring in it, but the building is abandoned. If I can find some way, I'm trying to find a way to go, like, kind of shoot around that motherfucker, because they doing construction around that side. Yeah. But it's like, you know, it's not bought off, but like, nobody's paying attention to the building. They got like a clock on the outside of the building that actually tells time and the temperature and everything. But other than that, the building looks like it hasn't been used in years. And Dad was telling me about it. So I'm like, man, I might take my phone out there and like try to go get some recordings and shit.
Man, do that shit.
That would be cool. You see what I'm saying? So,
man, hell yeah, do that shit, bro. Nah, seriously, because one thing I noticed in this world that we in as adults, because it's different as when we were kids. In adulthood, we look at life so vividly. You know, everything's like me. I sound so cliche when I say it, but I look at everything as art now, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie to you.
Me too.
So if that shit catches your eye like that, man, that means you might want to go ahead and capture that moment and make it art. You know what I mean? Like we said, bro.
Video of it, I'm gonna try to, man, because like that's some like well preserved stuff over there. Like Dad said, like nobody got in that building for like years, and he done lived out here back and forth. You know.
And let them know, bro. Hold on, bro. Let them know what part of the country you in, my guy, because we gotta give content. We gotta give content to the viewers.
Right now, I'm currently living in, probably going to round my reach now. I'm in Washington State on the West Coast. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. I live in Tacoma, Tacoma, Washington. If there's anybody out there, 253, y'all can stand up in the podcast. If you happen to listen in, I'm right here in Tacoma, University Place. I'm a solid dude, plain and simple. I like wrestling.
Respect.
I like to talk about wrestling. I like to just watch wrestling. I watch old wrestling clips all the time, man, and get a kick out of it, man.
Bro.
Just the other day, okay. So
what's up?
We can go ahead, like I said, we gonna get to it. So just the other day, because obviously the Facebook algorithm knows everybody's brain at this point. I was scrolling my feed, right, bro, and the WWF network always, or the WWE network, excuse me, popping up on my little feed. I'm still in my attitude area in my brain, but the WWE network always pop up on my feed, so I was like, let me go check out like the videos that they have been, kind of posting, and all the videos they've been posting just stuff over the last 20 years, right? Dog.
What'd you see?
You remember that? You remember that? The interview that Steph, and I believe this is the time that Stephanie was still in her heel phase. Because this was when, connecting story. So this was when Triple H was, Triple H, I can't remember what persona he had took on, but I just remember the outfit he was always wearing. He was always rocking the cut-off jean jacket vest with the hoodie and walking around with the sledgehammer.
He was legit the Game. This is when he went by the Game. He just came back. Either he just got the quad injury or he came back from the quad injury.
When he did the pedigree at WrestleMania, he injured his quad.
Oh no! You're talking about the botch move that happened. It wasn't at WrestleMania, bro. It was at it was against Kurt Angle. It was against Kurt Angle, and it's so funny. I just watched this, bro. It was the other day. It was like at No Way Out or somewhere. I think it was No Way Out.
Wasn't he trying to do the knee buster move?
Huh?
And he stepped on it. He was trying to do the knee buster move, and he stepped on the leg roll.
No. You're right. No, bro. You're right. It wasn't at WrestleMania though, but he did the spine buster, and he landed on his leg, fucked up. He did.
When he went to go drop Kurt down, he landed on the leg roll.
Yep.
So yeah, we go back and we fast forward. He was out, got a recovery and all that, so he out. And, they were still giving him promo.
Bro, no, I know it. Hold on. Before you even go further, bro, I know what you're about to say because this shit is crazy. Nigga, I know this shit so vividly. We was in grandma's bedroom. And it was in Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And Triple H legit came back. And it was the loudest pop ever for return. And I remember, and it's so funny, Jim Ross, he told...
Besides John Cena had
No. You're talking about before this. You're talking about before John Cena, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. But this is way before John Cena. That's what I'm saying. This is way before John Cena. But John Cena had his pop too, though, which was bananas.
Okay. No, at the Royal Rumble when he came back. Yeah, you see? Now, for people who ain't understanding what we talking about, my nigga legit knows exactly what he's talking about with the wrestling shit. Because he can go from saying pop and knowing what the fuck I mean, vice versa. Like I just said, hey, yeah, John Cena had, no, I just said Triple H had that pop. And he's like, no, bro. Remember, John Cena had that pop at Royal Rumble when he came back from that injury. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. He did have a crazy pop, too. We really gonna have a good ass show. All right. I just had to get that out there. I'm sorry, bro. I just had to get that out there. But no, yes, real shit, bro. John Cena did have a crazy pop. Triple H pop was crazy too at that same ass place, Madison Square Garden, in like 02 or 03 after that quad injury. He used to rock the motherfucking jean jacket and the sledgehammer. You right. Go ahead.
Yeah, and the jeans. And then he always used to rock a t-shirt that had the logo, the game logo and all that, because he was, the merchandise and all that he had going around town too. Which is a whole other story that we can get into, but they started merchandising for everybody at that time too, man. Everybody had their own merchandise, if you remember, bro.
Yes.
Austin 316 had every show you could go buy a cut-off shirt that he had with the 316 thing, and he was wearing that.
Even when he wasn't wrestling. And this is so crazy. When Stone Cold Steve Austin was not wrestling, he was still selling high-ass merchandise sales, bro. When it was Raw came into Charleston, North Charleston Coliseum in 07 and 06, they still had that motherfucking shit for sale. But this is what's so crazy, too, about what we're talking about in 22. He just had a match 2 nights ago against Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is from, the French side of Canada, bro. Okay, and I just now noticing this shit the other night. Like I said, bro, we don't really watch that much of the new wrestling. But what I know about Kevin Owens, as much as I could seen off of him in the last couple of days, he reminds me of a combination of Roddy Piper and Stone Cold and CM Punk. That's that's legit 3 generations of one superstar. He reminds me of them 3 in 1, bro, because of the way he talks.
CM Punk was a charismatic high flyer kind of. If you put him in that high flyer,
I'm gonna put CM Punk as a cultural figure, bro, because CM Punk legit could talk and everyone's gonna listen, even if you don't fuck with him. And it's like this with Kevin Owens. Motherfuckers don't fuck with Kevin Owens. He over there talking hella crazy about Texas and about Stone Cold and about beer. And I'm talking, bro, they in goddamn Dallas, Texas at the goddamn Cowboy Stadium. What the hell you think you about to happen? Bro, Stone Cold came out, Saint. Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm talking about legit our Stone Cold. He came out at WrestleMania, bro, and whooped ass in the crowd. Bro, he... What the hell?
And then keep this though. Then my boy, then my dog. The dog Pat McAfee.
Bruh! Pat McAfee is an athlete.
My boy Pat is an athlete. Look.
That's your boy for real.
For years, I've been listening to his podcast since the beginning, since the the very beginning. I'm a Colts fan, by the way, y'all. I'm always
You are. Saint is a diehard Colts fan, and he has no shame in this game in saying that.
I am in Seahawks territory. I know that all day, but listen, I'm a Colts fan. Bleed blue all the way.
This nigga been a Colts fan since before. I'm talking Joseph Adai. Who that other running back y'all had, nigga? Before Joseph Adai. He was just on Shannon Sharp's. Anderson James. He was just on Shannon Sharp's podcast, bruh. He cheap as hell. Hey man, I ain't got. Hey, remember? Hey, this ain't the Colts. This ain't the Colts give credit show. Don't nobody give a damn about the Colts. I'm sorry, you know. Hey, bro, let them know. Let them know. Let these niggas know the rivalry. It was disgusting in the Rag household, bro. They know. Oh, they know.
I'm a Colts fan. He's a Patriots fan.
Die hard.
The house between me and him was divided all the way down.
Divided.
When it came to football season.
Talking about on Madden.
The one season that I'm gonna always go ahead and
hey, get it out the way. Get it out the way.
The season we put some boy out of the AFC Championship to go to the
Man, get that shit out the way, man.
We beat Cavaliers in the Super Bowl to get our championship. I ran through the house with my Peyton Manning jersey on. Let's get it. To a Super Bowl party with
That big ass Peyton Manning jersey.
Hey, I had a Peyton Manning jersey and I saw a bunch of inflatables. I had food and all that and a bunch of stuff for my dog. I worked at Peyton Lately. I'm South Carolina. I'm South Carolina. You know Peyton Lately at. I worked at Peyton Lately about a whole bunch of football and players go to the house and we had a fun.
We gonna have a dialogue what to talk about on the next episodes. This some bullshit. I swear on everything, yo. I was not gonna relive this moment, but it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, you had that time. But go ahead and let them know. Hey, hold on, wait a minute. Go and let them know what little bro was doing in 04 and 02 and 2020 what? 2012, 2013, 2016. And then when I got all this shit out here, come on, bruh. Y'all niggas got y'all one ring out there when Peyton Manning still had an arm and a neck. Yeah, bruh, what y'all been doing since then, man? Y'all got y'all one nice ass stadium that I ain't gonna lie, look like a big ass factory. But y'all ain't did shit since then. Shout out to Nap Town though. Hey, Nap Town, where is that? Yeah.
I stopped in that town. We stopped in that town right on the other side of the dang old stadium, dog, and I didn't get a chance to go inside. We had like an hour stop over. I couldn't probably walk up and try to see if anywhere had some shit going on. I couldn't get to the stadium.
Hey, Nap Town, where is that?
I want to go to Nap Town because I want to go see that damn Lucas Oil. I want to go inside that.
Yeah. You a real fan? Hey, this is what I'm saying. This is the introduction to Saint. I feel like this should be the name of this episode because this is your introduction to the world, bro. Because at the end of the day, I already know who you are. You ain't telling me news. You telling these niggas news.
I'm telling the world this news. So yeah, you know, I understand. You know, like I'm new to this and everything. But like, I just want people to feel comfortable with just hearing what I like to hear. You know, like whether it be I like to talk about wrestling from time to time.
And this is
what is the main? That's the main line of this podcast. Don't get it twisted, people. Don't get it twisted. Like I said, if you are diehard wrestling fans like me and my brother, which I know I am, and this is like represent anywhere, whether I'm on a microphone or the camera or whatever. But like this is somewhere where I know like I can just be myself legitimately, and there's people out here that's gonna feel me. They want to hear what I want to talk about, whatever. And if I can give a little insight, somebody feeling the same way, they can chime in. They can say, hey, you like what you're doing, or maybe you guys want to talk about this, or maybe y'all should go watch this match.
Trust me.
Not seen matches. There's a plethora of matches that I know me and my brother ain't never watched before.
Plethora.
That came out before that me and him wasn't born yet.
Nigga, I'm talking about Dusty Rhodes versus Ric Flair, bro. I'm into that right now. Like, bro, I'm talking about the swag. The swag. You hear me? Bro, Dusty Rhodes was the son of a plumber, okay? And Ric Flair was this rich ass motherfucker who had the money, the girls, you know what I'm saying? The complete opposite of Dusty Rhodes. It made the story so much better than what it is. Bro, we gonna be talking about hella shit down the road. You know what I mean? So it's like, shit like that, I know what you're talking about. Shit like that is the reason why wrestling is, like you said in the beginning earlier, is something that's never going to go away. It's been here forever. Man, our grandmother, rest in peace, like my brother said, B definitely used to watch wrestling. She put me and my brother, I think, onto wrestling without even knowing it, because she would silently tell me, man, Ric Flair was my boy. I remember seeing Ric Flair downtown. I'm like, Grandma, you saw Ric Flair downtown? She's like, yeah, I saw Ric Flair right across the street from the downtown Cincinnati, the downtown Charleston library. I'm from Cincinnati. I'm from Charleston, not from Cincinnati, y'all. I'm sorry. I just live in Cincinnati so much. I keep saying that, but no disrespect. Shout out to the 843. But yeah, bro, like she definitely saw Ric Flair like multiple times. Had the biggest crush on Ric Flair, of course. And I'll never forget when she told me like that was one of her things that her and her mother, our great grandmother, had in common. So it's like in our DNA with no intention. Like it's just with us. Like this is something that's been in us. And I feel like this right here is something that's going to help out a lot of black boys, a lot of black children who grew up watching this shit. And really, I'm going to be honest with you, bro, didn't have the same type of reception that we have today in today's world, because now I see it as a cultural icon. Like, bro, when we talked about wrestling, bro, we used to get clowned, bro. I'll never forget, bro. I'll never forget, bro. And this was in the house. I told the family, I was like, bro, I'm going to be a wrestler when I grow up. I think it was corny. She like, nigga, what? Started laughing at my ass. I was like, bro, I want to be a wrestler when I grow up just because that's what I wanted to do. Who knows? Who knows what could have happened if that laugh wouldn't have happened? But at the end of the day, I still be like, wrestling really wasn't that much of a popular thing but a couple of years ago, in my opinion, when it comes to this shit. I think we just grew up as the kids now and just be like, nah, this is what we grew up as. Like, now I'm seeing it all over the place. Like, I'm going to be for real, bro. I think after LeBron James wore that Undertaker shirt when they was losing against the Warriors, I think motherfuckers was like, oh yeah, this shit really cool. Like, man, goddamn, bro. Like, I fuck with Bron though. Shout out to Bron, even though y'all might not make it this year, but they might not make it this year though. Oh, they looking bad. Son, oh no, they got a chance now. Hold on, wait a minute, because I'm watching the game as we speak. Suns versus Lakers. Suns versus Lakers now. Suns gotta lose, okay? And I think the Spurs gotta lose as well. I think the Spurs have to lose as well, or they gotta win or some shit like that. One or that other. But that's the reason if they don't make it into the play-in, the play-in.
Okay, now hold on. My question is, in all this, because I am also, I'm going to be throwing a cap. I'm going to be throwing some big words on here, man, because I've been using.
Be philosophical. We need education.
Yeah, my boy said philosophical. See, you already throwing them too, bro. See, I see you.
Man,
You can put one in there.
we came from the same vagina, nigga. Yeah, this that podcast. See, I could be 100% me on this shit.
Yeah, this that podcast though. Yeah, this that podcast though. Y'all in for a treat though, for real, man. This is pretty much like I said. This is giving y'all insight. This is like a phone conversation between me and him, but y'all gonna be able to hear. Like,
they don't need to know all that.
They don't need to know all that though. You right.
Shit.
Anyway though, I'm gonna come back.
Motherfuckers gonna steal. Cause they love stealing. I'm stealing, boy. They love to steal, little boy. Make it dance, boy. God damn, that shit is like putting on a shirt to niggas. God damn, boy. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro.
You good, man. Oh man, I'm trying to I was eating a little bit too while I was talking.
Well, hold on. Let's take a pause real quick because nigga gotta take a piss. So I'm gonna pause the recording real quick, bro. All right.
Yeah.
I'm getting a 3 count because this is what I learned from that media school shit. 3, 2, 1. I'm going in right now. No, it's just so many people that is from here, like from Naptown, from Cincy, from Louisville, like from the Burgh, like I'm talking about Pittsburgh or like Pennsylvania, that whole state of Pennsylvania. Shout out to Pennsylvania, shout out to Ohio, like shout out to the whole shout out to the Wiz, man. Shout out to if y'all ain't check out that new documentary, by the way, it's pretty nice.
It's amazing.
You watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's pretty dope. But yeah, we back. We had to take a commercial break. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, we be talking about whatever the fuck we want to because this is our show. You know what I'm saying? Me and my brother. Yeah, we back on the wrestling pod.
But it's definitely still the 3 counts. You know, like I said, the stage.
Yeah,
You know,
3 count.
It's 10 gets to be down here, don't be get down and
G count.
we just sit down, man. We just the 3 count. You know.
3 count, G count. You feel me? Now look, bro. This part, I actually want to take over real quick because I do want to get into the aspect of what we do have, the nucleus of the show. It is 90s era recaps of wrestling, WWF/WWE in particular. More so, we'll get into other types of wrestling brands like WCW, ECW, you know what I mean? Because we did also grew up on that shit. I'll never forget when you start telling me about shit like that. Like, because like I said, y'all, my nigga was the guru on this shit. He brought me up on this wrestling shit, so it was only right that I had to like legit tell the world this side of me and let the people know, yeah, my brother real deal like taught me this wrestling shit, bruh. Can you, because I really do want people to remember and like, you know what I'm saying, know you know what I mean? Can you remember like the first ever, if you can, like just think back, the first ever match, like the first ever wrestling match you could recall or the show that you could ever remember and you was like, damn, I actually like this shit. Like the first ever show you could remember watching.
It was actually a pay-per-view.
A pay-per-view?
There's not too much of these anywhere anymore, but this is at a time where so I'm 32, well not 32, excuse me, I'll be 32 this year. I'm 31, so obviously I grew up in like the 90s, the whole 90s, early 2000s, middle 2000s, late 2000s. I grew up in all of that pretty much. So my early days in wrestling, man, we still had just pay-per-view, like legitimate pay-per-view. You had to call.
Yeah.
You had to call a number. Excuse me. And
He's smoking dank. It's not Rona. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not wrong. I'm smoking the gas. Sorry, y'all. You would have to call in order, first credit card number over the phone line, and they would broadcast it, to your black box in your house. Usually be on channel like 76 or 77.
Yeah, it was in the 70s, bro.
Yep, it was in the 70s. Pay-per-view was always like in the 70s. So, the first pay-per-view and the first wrestling match that I got to watch was with my big cousin Quintel. I think Quintel was like 13 at the time, and I was like 6 or 7, maybe 8. It was WWF in your house. The very first one.
Word.
Like the inaugural, like in your house first one that they ever did. And that shit was funny as hell, and it was cool as hell, and it was different as hell. It was something that wrestling fans at that time had never seen.
Yeah.
They legitimately took wrestlers into each other's homes and fucked each other up
You know,
They was beating the shit out of each other. I'm talking about Shawn Michaels in his early days of WWE. When he first brought his fucking Heartbreak Kid persona out, like the very early days of the Heartbreak Kid. I'm talking about he still had the motherfucking sequin cowboy boots coming out. Shit, bro. Like, that shit. Yeah. Sequin hearts on his pink pants and shit.
Mm-hmm.
All that. Early days of
Sensational
Heartbreak.
Sherry.
Yep.
She'd come out singing his song
Yep.
with the mirror and shit.
And then, what's his face? You had Doink. Doink was in that era.
Doink the Clown. Oh my
Doink
god.
the Clown.
What a time for WWE and WWF
Doink the
fans.
Clown. Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Oh shit. Damn, I forgot his name that quick.
Vader. Hall of Famer Vader.
Hall of Famer. Rest in peace, Vader.
Yes, he just got
Scott
inducted.
Hall. Scott Hall.
Rest in peace, Scott Hall. Yes, who just passed last
Man,
month.
that hit me hard, man. For real. That's
We're gonna have a tribute. We'll have a tribute episode. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a tribute to Scott Hall, but that's one definitely. If we'll do a running thing also with y'all, man. We're gonna do we'll try to do our top 10 list.
Oh yeah. We got so much content, bro. I'm trying to tell you this shit's gonna take off, bro. And for the fact that it's two brothers who naturally, genuinely know this shit, love this shit, fuck with this shit. This shit ain't nothing but pure gold, even though it got silver in it. You know what I mean? Oh, did they hear that bar? Did they hear that bar? This shit is gonna have pure gold, even though it has silver in it. My God. But anyway, no, for real, bro. It is what it is, my nigga. Real talk, bro. Like, my dog loves this shit. He put me on to this shit, bro. Like, you right, bro. The legends that started this shit that I can honestly understand. And to be honest with you, you just taught me something right there. I did not know In Your House got his name from motherfuckers getting fucked up in the actual home. Like, I really just thought it was like the title, you know what I'm saying? Because they used to come up with like hella different quirky names, like In Your House Vengeance, or In Your House Da-Da-Da, or In Your House Dead Man.
Now there were times. Now I think the first, I could be wrong, and there could be somebody out there that could correct me. I might have to go do my own research after this episode as well, and I can get back to y'all on the second episode. But if I remember right, it was either they were going into each other's houses, or they were just going into a house, and they were just fighting inside of a regular home. They were fighting in the living room. They go from the living room, beat each other up in the kitchen. They go from there, they go into the dining room. It was different, and it was like in your face. Like it was almost immersing you. Almost they were doing in the new pay-per-view style of a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And then besides all that, there's countless other pay-per-views that I've gotten to see just from being in the proximity of other people that like wrestling, or just from me wanting to watch wrestling. Like, for example, you remember the girl Rollin that I was married to?
Yes.
Her dad is an avid wrestling fan. He loved wrestling. That's why me and him first. He loved wrestling and he loved NASCAR. Now, I knew I couldn't get him with the NASCAR, but I actually kind of softly have a soft spot for racing in general, just because of my dad. My dad loves like F1 racing and open wheel racing and all that. I do like to watch racing every now and then. But like I said earlier in the podcast, I'm just a sports fanatic all around. I love all sports, whether it's racing, soccer. You put badminton on TV. If they put it competitive, motherfucker, I'll watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love sports. So
Oh, no, facts. That's what we grew up on, bro. Like, we weren't, and it's so crazy, bro. I'm gonna have an episode.
You got the pickleball players out here in Washington. I said for the watch people that's probably listening, the pickleball players out here in Washington, man, they just made that the state sport out here in Washington, man. Pickleball. It's a cool little mini version of tennis with a wiffle ball and ping pong paddles. Man, bro, like, and I think they got pickleball courts down in Charleston, if I'm
Yeah, man.
Or he was playing tennis, or I thought he was playing pickleball. He was playing tennis. He get down with the tennis man for working down there, man. I just found him the other day on FaceTime too.
Yeah, Uncle, the truth. He the GOAT.
So swole, that's crazy.
You stupid, bro.
Man, you seen him? Yeah, you seen that
Man, Uncle's the GOAT. Like I said, bro, Uncle raised us on this shit, man. Like, I know for a fact. Look, our uncle kept ESPN. Hold on, bro. Our uncle kept ESPN on television at all given time. As soon as he got home, he put on ESPN. If it wasn't ESPN, it was nothing. And I promise you that, bro. Our uncle was I can remember, this is so funny, since we just talking the shit that motherfuckers probably don't know about, I'll never forget, like, one of my earliest memories in life, man. Because my uncle is not that younger, he's not that older than me, but he's our mother's baby brother. Like, I'm talking about baby brother. So, like, I was probably 4 or 5 years old, and I'll never forget my uncle's senior night in high school. And it was, he's the starting quarterback. He's one of the best, if not top 5 best quarterbacks in Charleston. Swear on everything. And he got homecoming king. No, was it homecoming or was it senior night, bro? I think it was either homecoming or senior night. I think it was homecoming. Because he got homecoming king that night. That's what it was. It was homecoming night. My apologies. It was homecoming night because he got homecoming night. He ended up hitting the game. He killed the motherfuckers. I don't know who he played, but I remember us being in the top, like the top.
St. Andrews at the time, St. Andrews rival at the time was the Razorbacks. Oh my God, who was
Word.
Razorbacks? Oh my goodness.
It don't matter who they were because they got their ass whooped by my uncle. They got their ass whooped by our uncle. Our uncle fucking rushed for like 100 yards. He threw for like another 200. Like, he had game-winning touchdown and shit. Like, I'll never forget that shit. Like, I would never forget that. That was like one of my earliest memories in like sports type shit. And I still ended up being a nerd. But we're going to have that for a later story as well. Like, we got a lot of shit that's going to be segues for niggas. But, like, for real, bro, I want to get to the point where, like, my nigga said earlier, because I remember what you said. Your cousin had basically put you on to the WWF. Y'all was watching in your house. You know what I mean? Like, that right there turned you on to, like, what this shit would be. Like, real talk, bro. When I look at this shit that I was just watching the other day, like, I'm talking about the other day, I mean this morning, because I stayed up to like 4 o'clock watching this motherfucking, like, what you say with Pat McAfee and then Vince McMahon. Like, bro, Vince McMahon looked like he really died in that goddamn ring, taking that Stone Cold Stunner, bro. It did not look like he needed to take that shit, bro. Like, it looked like a liability, my nigga. Like, bro, I am really, like, at a point where it's like, Vince, please, no. We know you fuck with entertaining us, bro. You do not have to entertain us no more. You do not have to entertain us no more, bro. You did it all. Bro, you legit died the day if not the day after Chris Benoit really did what the fuck he really did to his family, bro. You do not really do that shit. You went to drastic measures, man. Don't do that shit. No, bro. He almost 80, I think, if not 80 years old. He almost 80, bro. Hell no.
He almost 80 for real. If not, in his early 70s.
And Steve Austin was 60-something years old. It was like weird as hell to watch that shit, bro. Like, I was like, yeah, it's cool to see Stone Cold, you know what I'm saying, whoop some ass, but he really walking in slow motion, bro. It was like, bro, that shit was like, oh no, please no, be careful. Like, every time I just kept saying, like, be careful. Man, Vince McMahon, I promise you, you definitely raised us. You helped raise us, man. And I'm talking about another Carolina kid. Because at the end of the day, people don't want to know this. But I'll tell y'all this right now. Vince McMahon is from the Carolinas. He's from North Carolina. He legit moved up there, I think, with his popping shit. Bro, he's from North. Yeah, bro. Best man's from North Carolina. Look that shit up. Real talk. He really deal is from. He's born in North Carolina, but like that shit right there let you know that them Carolinas, bro. Shit, they breed a different breed.
Those are facts, people. Those are facts.
He said those are facts.
And sometimes I don't know the facts. So.
Nah, man. But nah, on everything, bro. We're gonna wrap it up in a minute because we, like I said, I want to make this like an hour stamp for people just to, you know what I'm saying, get to know who we are. We got 10 minutes really to kill. In this point of time, I would like to let everybody know we really do like, not saying this shit wasn't something that we had planned. It was something that we just always like. I always wanted to do with my brother. If anything, have something to show people that we had always something in common. This was one of the biggest things we always had in common. It always kept our relationship together. Like, bro, when I tell you, I'm gonna look back in this and we're gonna tell stories off of this one episode because we talked about so much stuff in one time. Like, I know I'm just doing a whole lot to the people, bro. I never forget when you had called me, bro, and I'm gonna kind of end it on this because this is gonna go into our second episode. I think we should do. I never forget you called me. I was on punishment. I had this let you know, yeah, my mom, she didn't play, our grandma didn't play when it come to bag raids and shit. You know what I mean? You know, like, but we'll leave that for another time. So I'm on punishment. Exactly, I'm on punishment, and my brother, he's downtown, and he's with his pops, and they're watching wrestling. I'm fucking about to go to sleep. It's fucking 8:45, not 9:45 at night. Sun's shining in the springtime, type shit. So my brother called it, and my grandma was like the GOAT. She was like, "Baby, here, it's your brother. I know you can't talk for long. Hurry up." And so she give me the phone like knowing I'm in jail type shit. Got like a 30-second call. Bro, like, legit was like, bro said it in code. He's like, bro, turn on the TV real quick. You not gonna believe what you watching. Brock Lesnar and the Big Show just went through the ring. I said, what the fuck? Like, I don't know how old I was, but that's how I talk. Did I not? I was like, bro, what the fuck? He's like, bro. He said, bruh. He's like, bruh, Sterling, turn on the TV, please. Go to grandma or something, turn on TV. Brock Lesnar and the Big Show just went through the ring. Bruh, I promise you, bruh, like, I went to grandma's room so fast. Like, grandma, please, can you turn on 13? Bruh, I swear on everything, they was showing that replay. I'm like, Saint, are you serious? He's like, bruh, yeah, go. He's like, yeah, go, get off the phone. Bro. I'm like, bro, you really did. No, you just told me this shit. Like, for real. I'll never forget that moment, bro. My brother had called me. He was like, bro, turn the UP in. Brock Lesnar just. I'm like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm.
That's what that was called, man. He was locked. I was like, man, listen, you gonna have to see this, bro. Look, if the one catch you, dog, hey, listen, I'll catch you talking that, dog, man. Listen, you gonna have to see this one.
Yeah. Hey, nah, for real, bro. If I would have missed that shit, real talk, I would have probably like never forgiven my ever in life, like ever, bro. My nigga had looked out for a nigga, y'all. Hey, we gonna get to all them stories, bro. No, real talk. Bro, let them know, hey, real talk, because I kind of consider this podcast life the metaverse real shit now. So let everybody know in the metaverse. Let everybody know in the metaverse where they can find you at, bro. On the socials.
If you looking for me on Instagram, you can find me at Paquito
If they don't, hey shit. If they don't, bro, we just gonna put it in the bio.
Look, I stand by my head. I'm a small dude. I'm a little boss. Boss at the end of the day, I'm a little boss. I'm gonna be real. I'm small. I'm a little boss. But I'm still gonna be a big boss at the end of the day. I'm small.
Quit downplaying yourself, man. Fuck that. This is $1 million show right here. This is probably one of the most genuine shows I think I ever thought about. And real talk, my brother Real Deal helped me think about this shit as well. So like, this ain't just my credit, but we gonna put this motherfucker on the channel and y'all gonna know about it real quick. So any wrestling fans who want to get in,
I got one hand, bro.
go ahead.
If you can't find me on Instagram, you can also find me on Facebook. No, not Facebook. Excuse me. I ain't gonna say Facebook. You can find me on Snapchat. Stone Dome Ocean. Stone Dome Ocean 90. That's what it is. Stone Dome Ocean 90 for my current fans out there. Y'all know. Y'all appreciate streaming. Stone Dome Ocean. The greatest mixtape that parents will probably ever drop. That's my name on Snapchat. Stone Dome Ocean 90. Hit me up on Snapchat. Send me all the links. Whatever. You got music, you got beats. I like to listen to whatever. I like to listen to whoever's music. I like to see art, all that good stuff. Send me all your tags, all your handles. I'll be sure to get back on. This has probably been one of the best experiences I think I ever had in a long time, bro. I think we got one with this one, man.
Hey man, look, bro, real talk, we do. And then also, happy birthday to Spitter. You know what I'm saying? It's Currency's birthday today. You know, so I want to give a. Don't worry. Oh yeah, we will smoke. We definitely went honor with Spitter. You know what I'm saying? He's a wrestling fan as well. He definitely done shouted out niggas who done wrestled Ric Flair, The Undertaker, Triple H, and I also want to say before we end the show, thank you to The Undertaker. Thank you, Undertaker. Thank you for the memories. You are my favorite wrestler of all time. This is kind of ironic. I never forget asking my brother when I was probably the age of 10, who's your favorite wrestler? Because mine's The Undertaker. I always say Undertaker is the person that I kind of like, in a weird way, kind of modeled my life with. I always had like I just relate to Undertaker at any point in his life. And my brother's favorite wrestler is Triple H. No. I remember you know, but I remember you saying Triple H. Am I lying?
No, you're not. I told you Triple H, yeah.
I was just making sure, okay.
I always said Triple H. That's why I brought up that whole the Gene incident, his Gene hammer. That's probably why I love Triple H for that reason right there. I saw him go from like Hunter Holmes Helmsley to I'm gonna fuck you over the sledgehammer. That was I never seen a character do that. Nobody in the WWF at that time really wasn't making those big transitions from like a weird ass heel to a good guy, you know, like as everybody was gonna be behind him at one time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. Real talk. Knowing everything. This is how.
That's my favorite wrestler. Triple H. I kind of got ahead of my damn self because I was okay. I was there eating and I started with food and my brain says, whatever. So
yeah, bro. Nah, bro. I just think that's ironic that we had our first episode 2 days after they officially their careers are completely over. You know what I mean? And I just think, what Triple H doing, starting off WrestleMania 30, I think 8 or 39. It was 38. He opened up the show. Yeah, he opened up the show and he put his boots in the middle of the ring, indicating that he's done. And I really feel like that's at that point, real talk, bro, that is the last outlaw in the Attitude Era. You know what I mean? Like, that is our childhood saying goodbye. That's it.
This started with the last person out of that 90s rap that had everybody from '90s. That was the fucking meme. You had
Oh yeah.
Laugh. Best car that dirt and 50. We got like some like heavy hitters, bro.
Yeah, man.
People in that drop, but yeah.
Yeah, man. Thank you. Like I said, man. Yeah, bro. Like I said, man, we gonna end it off by just telling those legendary characters, those individuals, Taker, Mark Calloway, Triple H, Paul Levesque. Thank y'all, man, for the memories. Y'all our favorite. Y'all were our favorite wrestlers. You know what I mean? Y'all made our childhood even more entertaining and even more fun than it was. Two country boys from the Carolinas. This nigga, if you didn't hear what he said before I started laughing, he said he wished he could pedigree any nigga that he just wanted to come in contact with. Oh my God. Hey, bro, look, this was the end. We cut it right there, bro. Before you start any enemies, bro. We're gonna end it off right there. Two brothers talking about some bullshit, plus wrestling included, man. I'm Silver, that's my brother Saint. And we out this motherfucker. Y'all stay safe, man.